And welcome back, Rattler fans. 31-25, the Rattlers with the lead at halftime. And the guys in gold will have the ball coming out of the halftime break. Brian, on the floor, we have Bolton, Thomas, Matthews, Witz, and Benny. So you see some pressure immediately being applied. And for St. Mary's, this starting five, probably definitely the squad you want to get you off on the right side of get you off on the right foot here in the second half.
It'll be interesting to see how the Rattlers come out here. They came out to a blazing start in the first half as Jar is able to pick that pass off. And once again, the struggles to get the pass into the interior, very difficult for St. Mary's.
Jar, Jones, Attini, Wright, and Goodwin on the floor for the Javelinas. This one kicked out, shot by Wright, no good. Bolton, Rattlers' leading rebounder, coming down with that one. Here's Benny bringing it up the floor, gives it to Bolton. Won't pull the trigger, instead inserts it to Matthews. Matthews, one fake, one shot up, no good. Matthews, his own offensive rebound, no good again. Right, Thomas now coming down with it. Benny with the ball. And foul called there. It looks like they'll get Dwan Wright on that one. And another thing that plagued St. Mary's, the fouls in the first half. They committed 12 as compared to only 7 for the Javelinas. Bolton putting that one up to Benny. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Benny now, the Javelina on his back. Here's that one hoisted up. No good there for Witt. Right now bringing the ball up the floor. They'll slow down the pace, give it to Attini at the top. And Goodwin asking for the ball. He gets it. Back up to Attini now. This one swung over to Wright. Wright now looking for Jones. Can't quite find him. Attini, the ball once again. Wright now with it. Insert pass to Jones. Fakes one way, fades back the other, and that one falls in softly. Good defense there by Thomas, better offense by Jones.
And well done there by Jones, giving a bit of a Hakeem Olajuwon dream shake there, able to separate himself from the defender as that pass is deflected. Up for grabs still.
And Witt came up with it. The foul called there on Goodwin. That has to be deflating as a defense for St. Mary's as well. They played good defense for 33 seconds there, and then a fadeaway shot is what beat them. But still, something that you got to put in your short-term memory. Benny, he'll inbound the ball. Benny taking a long time and tries to inbound that one, and Wright will kick it out of play unceremoniously. 35 on the shot clock for the Rattlers. Here's Benny to inbound. Looking for Bolton. Instead tries to find Thomas, and Thomas mishandles it. And you can see Coach Zelznak unhappy about that one, to say the least, as he gets Alexander immediately off the bench. Rattler basketball there, and here comes Alexander into the game for Thomas.
And immediately after that inbounds play, you could see Coach Z furious as St. Mary's struggling with the turnovers. It has been a constant theme throughout. 13 total turnovers for St. Mary's, although the Javelinas not pitching a shutout either. They have 10 turnovers of their own.
As that one tipped out of play by Jones, it'll be Rattler basketball.
13 left on the shot clock for the St. Mary's Rattlers.
And that the excuse of, oh, they're turning it over as well. It's like bringing a quiz home to your mom and saying, oh, don't worry, everyone got an F. Benny with the ball, left free throw line extended. Dribbling, crossing over, fading away, and that one swatted back and controlled by the Javelinas before the shot clock violation could be called. This one up to Wright. He'll take a dribble, pop the three, no good. That one rebounded offensively, and Alexander will come down with it. Javelina's swarming him, but he's able to get it away to Benny. Benny now. Over to Witt. He's looking for Matthews. And now over to Bolton. Bolton into the lane, right hand, able to put it in for 2.
Well done there by J.J. Bolton. Able to get the shot to fall. St. Mary's now leading by 6.
Yeah, St. Mary's finally able to get a bucket in the hole here in the second half. Took them over 3 minutes to do so. Wright dribbling, inserting the pass to Jar. Matthews is checking him. Jar trying to back down Matthews. Matthews with the strip, nicely done, looking a bit like the mailman there. Rattlers in transition now. Here's Benny. The look-away pass to Witt, who puts it in for 2. The Marvin to Marvin connection in full effect.
Well executed play, as you mentioned. The Marvin connection on full display there. An alley-oop below the rim between Benny and Witt as a timeout on the floor. Immediate timeout. Rattlers lead 35-27. We'll take a quick break. You are watching Rattler basketball on the Rattler Network.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 35-27, the Rattlers in the lead. For St. Mary's on the floor, you have Benny, Witt, Bolton, Alexander, and Monroe just freshly checking in. Witt so far, 9 points, the leading scorer on the floor for the Rattlers as of right now. This one inbounded to Etine. 15:38 remaining in this second half. St. Mary's looking to get one in the win column and even up their record at 500 on the season. This one, Witt had to have gotten a piece of it as Goodwin shot no good. Benny now bringing the ball up the floor, looking to move quickly and got caught going up and down there, and a jump ball is called. Possession over to the Javelinas. And that was a case of Benny getting caught in the air, realizing his shot was going to get blocked and didn't have anywhere to dish it off to, so jump ball is called. Here's Etine bringing it up the floor.
And that play there by Benny, one of the dangers of elevating and trying to change your mind in midair. Once you're up in the air, you're in no man's land as a foul is called on the floor. It looks like it'll be called on Monroe. That'll be his third personal foul.
As it looks like a substitution, Minor coming in for Witt. Witt with 3 fouls, so you don't want to risk him here in the early stages of the second half. Tine looking to inbound to Wright. Wright now. Bolton trying to chase him down, and it's going to be St. Mary's basketball. Good hustle play there by Bolton.
Good job by J.J. Bolton, but even more so, a more dangerous pass all the way into the backcourt, and J.J. well alert, able to disrupt the play and get the ball back for St. Mary's.
We see a platoon of substitution here for the Javelinas. Benny inbounding it to Monroe. Benny now with the ball up top. Benny between the legs, receiving the screen from Monroe. Joe trying to roll into position. Minor now with the ball at the free throw line. Bolton now with it. They'll drive towards the baseline and try to cut it back. Bolton picks up his dribble. Here's Benny up at the top. 10 on the shot clock for the Rattlers. Benny trying to do it himself. Finds an open Minor in the corner for three, and it's bottom of the net for Minor.
Chris Minor, how do you do? Splashing home a three from the corner as the shot clock winds down, and Joe Monroe able to snag the board.
St. Mary's now with the biggest lead of the night. It's at 9. Here's Marvin Benny. Marvin this time taking the screen from Alexander. He'll try to fight for position. Same play, different side. Bolton now with the ball. Darts one into Alexander. The hook shot up. No good. Monroe on the offensive glass. Alexander on the offensive glass with the foul. St. Mary's now into double digits into the lead.
The hoop plus the harm. Alexander trying for the three-point play the Justin way. As St. Mary's has opened up a 13-point lead, Alexander looking to make it 14.
And no good. Both teams have been subpar at the free throw line tonight, both hovering around that 50% range. Goodwin now trying to take this one into the lane, out to Thomas. Thomas receiving the screen from Sumter. 18 on the shot clock. Thomas passes this one out. Sumter now, top of the key. Over to Goodwin now. This one hoisted up by Goodwin. It's good for three. A bit of a crowd silencer there as the Javelinas will now look to apply full court pressure.
That was a tough step back three by Goodwin as Bolton is trapped, nearly stolen under their own basket, but Benny has a breakaway, skies for the shot, and is called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, Minor did the worst thing you could possibly do against a press defense there, and that was catch a pass in the corner. Trap comes in, the two sidelines act as defenders. It's basically like you're being quadruple teamed at that point. Substitutions for the Javelinas and the Rattlers. Benny will head out of the game, and into the game for the Rattlers is Givens. Benny, that's his second foul. For the Javelinas on the floor, we have Sumter, Will West, Don Thomas, Felipe, and Goodwin. Rattlers now looking to apply some full court pressure as Givens will pick up Thomas full floor. Thomas passes that one off to West. This one driven, offensive foul the other way as Joe Monroe draws one right back. St. Mary's still 10 in the lead. Looks like a timeout called here. Full timeout will be charged. St. Mary's the lead at 10 with 12:54 remaining in the second half.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 40-30, the Rattlers in the lead. So that one inbounded to Givens, right back to Bolton. Rattlers passing that one back in order to advance the ball forward as Givens will break the press. That one over to Minor, and now St. Mary's will be able to set it up. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Screen from Monroe. Bolton now with the ball. Alexander, he'll look for Monroe. Had him open there for a split second, but the defense was too strong. Minor for three, and it's no minor deal. He's hit two now. Oh, and Gibbons caught with his hand in the cookie jar there.
And that's what Minor can bring to your team, a spark off the bench. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, last game scoring 11 off the bench for St. Mary's. And right now, Minor with 9 to lead all scorers for St. Mary's, along with Marvin Witt.
West with the ball. He'll put it up top to Jones. And Minor, he was one of those players when he was first described to me, because I'd only seen him play a couple of times, but he was described to me as a good block there by Alexander. Monroe, the foul drawn, and Jones gets it to go +1. But Minor, he was kind of described to me as a Darrell Taylor kind of skill set guy. Not quite the shooting and ability to create for himself that DT had, but the good defensive prowess. Underneath 12 minutes we are, so a timeout we will be taking. 43-32, the Rattlers lead on the Rattler Network. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 43-32. Rattlers in the lead here as Jones will look to complete the three-point play for the Javelinas. Jones at 9 points right now. This one put up and good. And he's now at 10. Second Javelina player into double digits. 3-on-2, fast break for the Rattlers. Here's Gibbons drawing the foul, and that's what you have to do against a press. You have to treat it as an opportunity to get that fast break and then to punish it. It's the only real way to make a team stop running it against you. Gibbons now to the line for two. That foul called on Will West, his first of the day. Gibbons, that one no good. You look at the free throw percentage for the Rattlers right now, as that one is good. Now at 40% on the day. Javelina is not doing much better. 50%, 45% for the Rattlers, I should say. Stats just updated. Javelina is not doing much better themselves. They're at 59%. This one hoisted up by West. Oh, an air ball. Monroe takes the board. Here's Gibbons on the move. Up ahead to Bolton. Bolton, good vision. Minor for three. Oh, and that one no good. Good rebound there by West. Gibbons playing the pest up the floor. Good competitiveness by both sides. This one driven in. Here's West. Oh, into the corner for three. It's Goodwin. Another air ball three. The Javelina is missing everything on two straight three-pointers. Gibbons now looking to slow down the pace as Coach Z was telling him to slow down. Oh, Monroe not able to handle it. Oh, and the foot stamp comes out from Coach Z. He's not happy about that one.
And the one time St. Mary's able to get an interior pass, they're just unable to handle it. Monroe, lack of concentration on that exchange right there. However, St. Mary's still up by 11 as we approach the 10.5 minute mark of the second half.
Monroe, deep position, left-handed hook, no good. Oh, Minor's trying to put that one down with authority. but Monroe was there to battle him for it. Foul called there, as that one will go against Will West as well. St. Mary's, they're fighting quite nicely for those offensive boards. Substitutions for the Javelinas. As see an official mopping up the floor a bit. In the game for the Javelinas right now, Troy Jones in there along with Will West. Also have Attini in the game along with Bailey, and rounding it out is Wright. That one tipped by Wright. That's the second one that he's tipped like that. As Givens will have to try to inbound once again. 35 seconds on the clock. Givens throws that one up high to Bolton. He catches it over his head like a wide receiver.
Des Bryant-esque did J.J. Bolton look on that one.
Yep. If he gets the score, he'll have to throw up the X. Alexander looking for Monroe, and a battle for position right there. Referee talking to Joe quite a bit right there.
Monroe being held on the entry pass as he'll head to the line for the 1-and-1. And earlier, partner, you brought up St. Mary's working the offensive boards. They have 10 total offensive boards in this one. The Javelinas, however, have the edge in that department with 14.
But I believe St. Mary's, they've only allowed 1 or 2 in this half, so I'd like to say it was a point of emphasis going into the break.
And in addition to all that, the total rebounding statistics as Monroe hits the first of the 1-and-1. Rattlers out-rebounding the Javelinas 29-24, so fairly even in that department.
As Monroe gets that one to go as well. St. Mary's, the first time these teams matched up, they actually out-rebounded the Javelinas handily, 35-27. But this one, a different story, and looking to be much lower scoring. Wright got up in the air, and Alexander in the way. The foul will be called on him.
And you saw Justin, initially you could tell he wanted to try to take the charge, but as soon as Wright got into the lane and got a head full of steam, Justin knew it was too late as Wright elevated and was able to draw the foul as he hits the first of 2.
And Wright did a good job there of altering his body so that he couldn't be called for the charge as well. See Bryce Smith checking into the game. Bolton will take a seat. Wright good on both free throws. St. Mary's the lead at 11. Minor looking to inbound, running up and down the baseline. Gets it into Alexander. Alexander looking to take it up the floor, but eventually dishes it back to Minor. Give it to Givens now. And St. Mary's just barely able to get it across without the violation.
But now look how much time they have left to set up their offense.
This one swung across. Smith looking for it. He'll drive baseline. Givens in the corner for 3. No good. Monroe there on the offensive glass, and it looks like, well, I don't know what the call is. The referee for the second time now talking to the players instead of making the call. And it looks like a jump ball, I'm willing to guess. The Rattlers with the possession arrow. Alexander over to Smith. Monroe jockeying for position.
Monroe has the size advantage down low, and he is called, rather it is not Monroe, but Bailey is called for the defensive foul as he did not allow Monroe any positioning. It could have gone either way as Joe kind of used that off arm to create space, but nonetheless, he'll head to the line for another 1-and-1.
Monroe so far 5 points on the day. And he makes it 6 on the first one of the 1-and-1. Looking forward really quickly into the schedule, St. Mary's, they will be away at Tarleton and away at Oklahoma Panhandle State University. That'll be the 6th and the 18th over the Christmas break. Also be away at Lubbock Christian, but we will return home New Year's Day. That'll be against Oklahoma Christian. That one will be on the Rattler Network. Also on Thursday, Bryce Smith hitting the floor. Bryce Smith putting it ahead to Minor. He's up ahead of the break. Oh, he tried to throw it down, but Jones committing the smart foul there. Minor looking to end that one with authority. Good hustle by Smith, creating that opportunity for the Rattlers.
And you could see the Rattler bench up on their feet, liking what they are seeing from their teammates on the floor, as Minor will head to the line to shoot two.
And you can see the hustle from the Rattlers really starting to shine through. They've drawn 9 fouls as compared to the 6 that the Javelinas have drawn. Minor able to put the first one in. Rattler fans, we remind you, we'll be back in action that on Thursday as the women's basketball team will be in action against these same Javelinas. St. Mary's women's team, they were ranked earlier in the season, I believe number 25. As this one inserted to Jones, the through move, and he's able to draw the foul, whether it's against Givens or Alexander, not quite sure yet. They will get Alexander there. That'll be the 3rd foul against Justin. Jones to the line. Looks a little tired, hands on his head, trying to breathe. 10 points so far on the day. Looks like we'll have a substitution. Thomas looking to check in here. And it's good for Jones. Thomas will check in for Alexander. St. Mary's big men, they're using their fouls, to say the least. Jones, second one. And that one good as well. The lead for the Rattlers now at 12. Minor moving up and down the baseline. Thomas with the ball in the corner. Minor now looking to streak down the left. He lost the handle. And that one will be Rattler basketball.
Dangerous situation as Minor lost control of the ball. However, St. Mary's doing a much better job of breaking the full court press, unlike Sunday afternoon against Midwestern State, as a dribble handoff over to Givens now at the top of the key. 18 left on the shot clock.
Good pass between the bigs. Oh, that one! Wright got up higher, but the foul committed. Good help defense there by Wright, but it will be Monroe to the free throw line once again. He's going to have to start paying rent there as he's taking up residence there this half. And first one good there for Monroe. Monroe gets them both now at 8 points. Givens pestering Attini all the way up the floor. Monroe gets a hand in there as well. Here's Jar for 3, no good. Thomas grabs the board. Smith up to Givens now. It's a 3-on-2. St. Mary's will have to go quickly. It's Minor, no good. And that one, a foul called against Monroe as he got a little too aggressive there on the board. And Jar will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And I believe the foul was given to Minor instead. Got a bit too much of Jar's arm trying to gain the offensive board. Jar will head to the line.
Just watch the replay. I think he could have given the foul to either of them.
Jar, an excellent free throw shooter, 4 for 4 so far this evening, as he splashes home the first of a 1-and-1.
11 points on the night for Jar. And that one put in as well. The Rattler lead is now at 12 once again. It's been hovering at around that range for past 5 minutes or so.
And once again, the full court press in effect, and St. Mary's having to burn a timeout. Smart play there by Minor, but as the game progresses, as we head to the later stages, you do not want to begin burning timeouts. 8:09 left here in this one. St. Mary's up by a dozen, 51-39 over the Javelinas. Stay tuned. You're watching Rattler basketball on the Rattler Network.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 8:09 remaining here in the second half. Bryce Smith looking to inbound for the Rattlers. Oh, and they found Minor, the touchdown pass. Minor, the wide receiver, putting it in the end zone. Oh, just not able to get it to go. That's the that's the old Jerry Rice play that we used to run in my high school. Everyone, you see them pressing, and you all stack up on that side of the floor. They run the route, try to get into the end zone, but St. Mary's just not able to get the finish there.
And Minor called for the reach as 3 new Rattlers will enter. It'll be Benny, Witt, and Bolton entering, but after this media timeout, 7:54 left. Score still Rattlers 51, Javelinas 39.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. 51-39. Rattlers in the positive. So it looks like Matthews will be looking to check in here soon as well. For St. Mary's, a lot of starting faces in the lineup. In fact, Monroe's the only one not usually a starter that's in the game right now. Here's Weathers at the line. That one up and good. So second shot of the 1-and-1 will be coming here soon. Matthews checking into the game for Monroe. What do you think about Matthews with the headband? You think he sports it well?
It's been doing him well this season. He's had a whale of a game, has kind of dropped off here in the second half, but his impact has definitely been felt as the press once again. Rattlers able to break it as Bolton looks to cross the timeline.
Here's Benny now with the ball up top. 24 on the shot clock. Matthews into Thomas. Left-handed hook. Oh, he misses it. Good defense there by Jar and Jones. Here's Wright. Head of steam. Puts it up. Oh, and a good finish there as Thomas did get a piece of that ball. Oh, and that one almost thrown away, but Witt somehow corrals it. Bolton now with it. Here's Benny setting up the offense. Looking for the screen from Thomas. Up to Matthews now. They try the entry pass again, and again it's knocked away. Wright with the ball. Lost the handle temporarily. Jar with it now. Jar a couple of steps. That one, oh, another air ball three. That's 3 air ball threes this game for the Javelinas. Benny now with it. Benny, left free throw line extended, taking his time. 20 seconds. Wants St. Mary's to set up the play yet again. Thomas over to Witt. Witt trying the entry pass, and for the 3rd time in a row, it is stolen away by the Javelinas. I think they're starting to key in on the play. That one put in by Jones, the easy 2. And the St. Mary's lead is now only at 6. 6:12 remaining. St. Mary's will take a timeout. We'll take the quick break with them here on the Rattler Network. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 51-45. The Rattlers' lead's been cut down a little bit as the Javelinas on a run here. 6:12 remaining. It's Bolton looking to inbound the ball. He does so to Witt. Witt back over to Bolton. St. Mary's, the starters are in the game. Benny, Witt, Bolton, Matthews, and Thomas. That one deflected out of bounds. For the Javelinas, they have Jones in the game along with Attini. In there as well is Jar, Weathers, and Goodwin. Thomas hands it off to Benny. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Witt with the ball now. Over to Thomas. Thomas looking for Bolton. He has him. Here's Benny now. Gets the screen. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Matthews. Benny. And he's sent back. Good block there by Jar. And just 1 second on the shot clock.
And it might even be less than that. Here in college basketball, we don't have tenths of a second on the shot clock, so it'll have to be a catch and shoot for St. Mary's.
Well, they found Bolton. Good look. Oh, and a bit too strong there. Jones grabs the board.
For what it was worth, with 1 second left, it was still a quality look. But St. Mary's comes away empty-handed yet again. As a whistle is blown, a push is called. It looks like it'll be called against St. Mary's.
And Benny a bit too aggressive on the screen there by Jar. And these are the types of fouls that really hurt you. It stops the clock. Jar, a good free throw shooter, now going to the line for 2. He's been perfect at the line so far today. 6 of 6. And he makes the first one. 13 points now for Jar.
Jar, a cool customer at the line, looking to go 8 of 8. Shooting over 84% from the charity stripe and gets the friendly roll, the shooter's roll, as Javelinas still pressing, now trailing by only 4.
And St. Mary's breaks the press, 25 on the clock. Here's Witt now. Looking for Thomas. He has good position, but not quite able to hold off the defender quite yet. Bolton now with the ball. High post, Matthews, he'll set the screen. Thomas now up high. Look for Matthews, he can't find him. Benny now driving, it'll be Bolton. And a shuffle of the feet by Bolton before he put the ball down. And it'll be another turnover by the Rattlers.
And good call there by the referee. JJ did the pump fake, but in the process shuffled his feet as he made his move. And Rattlers once again with another turnover.
Etene bringing the ball up the floor. Here's Jones being aggressive in the post. That one sent back by Thomas. Rattlers come away with it. And as that one, Benny tried to get it ahead to Witt, but a bit of a funky roller spin on that pass, and Witt not quite able to chase it down. Etene now with the ball. Alexander, he'll check in at the next dead ball. Oh, we see Benny coming up a little bit limp right there. Bolton trying to use those good active hands, not able to force a turnover yet. Here's Goodwin. And that one either blocked by the backboard or by Thomas. Here's Benny bringing it up the floor. Benny getting the screen from Matthews. Thomas now with it. Swung over to Bolton. Matthews trying to get the position. Benny open in the corner, driving baseline. One pump, two pumps. Here's Witt with it.
Rattlers are going to have to get something going here. 5 on the shot clock.
That one forced away. It's a run out for the Javelinas. Goodwin lays it in for the easy two. And St. Mary's, they haven't scored in quite a while now. I think it's been about 5 minutes for them. And a tough time to hit this drought with 3:20 now remaining in the game. The lead at 2. Witt up top to Thomas. Over to Benny now. Here's the pass. Matthews trying to force it up, and he'll draw the foul. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. And we'll have our final media timeout. 3:02 remaining. Rattlers leading 51-49. The exciting conclusion when we return on the Rattler Network. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 51-49, the Rattlers in the lead. But a surge by the Javelinas here in the last 5 minutes has turned what used to be a double-digit, I think at one time 15-point game, into a 2-point game now. And surprisingly, a similar storyline as we had the last time these two teams met up, except the last time it was the Rattlers trying to come back, and they were able to pull within 1. But eventually they fell as they were not able to complete the comeback. St. Mary's trying to do the same to the Javelinas as the Javelinas did to the Rattlers that last time. Matthews, important free throws here. Can make it a 2-possession game. And he does so. Here's Etene bringing it up the floor. That one passed over to Weathers. Jar now with it, top of the key, back out to Etene. Here's Weathers once again. Over to Goodwin. Jones with it, top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Good one for three, no good. Benny pulls down the board. He'll look to slow the play. 2:25 on the game clock, 27 on the shot clock. Here's Benny to the rim, it's good. Marvin Benny, 9 points now in the contest. The lead pushed to 6. This one. Attini now with it. Jar driving in with the left hand. Force it out to Attini. He receives the pick from Jar again. Jar, he has the range. Jones now with it down low. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Weathers. 6 on the shot clock. Weathers. A little floater. It's an air ball. Good one. Puts it up and in.
Oh, that must be heartbreaking for St. Mary's. They played 34 seconds of great defense during that 35-second shot clock, but that 1 second, the difference as St. Mary's lead down to 4, and it looks like some tired legs are on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 1:41 left to play here in this one. St. Mary's trying to hold on and get back to 3-3. A&M Kingsville trying to complete the comeback. They have not led since early on in the first half.
I think it was maybe 4-3 the last time that the Javelinas led. It might have even been 3-2 because I remember the Rattlers came out, they got the first bucket, and then the Javelinas made the 3. Last lead was 5-4. There you go.
5-4 with 17:49 left to play in the first half. So the Javelinas have hung around. St. Mary's, as you mentioned, have hit a dangerous dry spell at a crucial part of the game.
And the thing that St. Mary's needs to be aware of is, they have a full 35 seconds on these shot clocks. Theoretically, if they're able to run them down effectively, then that's no more than 2 to 3 possessions for the Javelinas unless they start fouling. So you either have to make your free throws or take care of the ball, preferably do both. Double screen going to be set up here for Benny. Matthews trying to roll through, Monroe doing the same. Benny over to Witt. Witt unevaded. He puts it in for 2, the lead back to 6. Javelinas are going to have to start looking for some quick offense. Goodwin with the ball. He'll kick it out. Over to Sumter. Sumter into the lane. And a foul's going to be called there on Matthews, it looks like. Matthews, he'll have to be extra careful now. He has 4 fouls against him, I believe. That one called on Benny, actually. My apologies. He has 4 fouls as well. 1:03 remaining. Big free throws here by Sumter. Oh, and it goes all the way around and in.
Big free throw there. If he makes this, he could cut it down to 4 and really put the pressure on the Rattlers, and he does. Still a 2-possession game. 1:03 left.
Minor inbounds to Benny. Back over to Minor now. Less than a minute. Here's Benny bringing it up the floor. 25 more seconds that the Rattlers can waste off the shot clock here.
And even if the Rattlers don't score here, they are still up by 2 possessions as a hard foul there. Benny getting some help from an assistant coach.
I think Joe Monroe might have slipped on the way over. Hopefully not ending up on top 5 fails right there. His intentions were good, I swear. Benny, 45 seconds on the clock. Benny 9 points on the game. First one, no good.
Uncharacteristic of Marvin to miss a free throw. An excellent free throw shooter. shooting over 95% on the season, missing one there.
Sumter coming out of the game. Jar will come in. You can see Benny a little frustrated with that missed free throw. Bolton checking into the game as well for Monroe. So St. Mary's going small in these final moments. And again, uncharacteristic, Benny misses both of those clutch free throws. Here's Attini with it. Over to Wright.
So the Javelinas don't necessarily have to go for three here. Oh, nearly a travel there. And a foul is called on Benny.
That's his fifth.
And a bad foul there as Attini elevated for the elbow jump shot, and one of those rules in basketball, unwritten rules, you do not want to foul a jump shooter. And Benny has fouled out of this game. Final stats on Marvin Benny. He finishes with 9 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds to go along with 2 steals.
Yep. St. Mary's, they got a full 30 seconds to replace Benny, so Coach Zelsnak making the best of it. Huddling up his team here. Bryce Smith coming into the game. The senior, the cool, calm, collected figure for the Rattlers. And I do like Smith in the game. He's a good clock manager, but at this point, the Javelinas, they're just going to have to foul. First free throw up, and it's good for Attini.
That cuts it to a one-possession game, 26.7. If you're the Javelinas, you go for the steal on the inbounds, and then once the ball crosses the timeline, you foul to stop the clock. The shot clock is turned off, and clutch free throws there by Attini. Rattlers up by 2. Witt gets away. Witt scissoring through the defense, and he gets fouled with 23.1 left to play.
And if you're Marvin Witt right here, just go ahead, take yourself out of the moment and just pretend that you're in an empty gym with no one here. 2-point game, Witt with an opportunity to make it 2 possessions. First one, it's good.
Cool like the other side of the pillow. Witt now, this is the big one. Can he make it a 2-possession game?
23.1 on the game clock. It's good. So Marvin Witt does well, 4-point game, and really helping out the Rattlers there. They've struggled a bit at the free throw line tonight. They've missed 9 free throws. Is able to get that one down and to go. St. Mary's, the lead at 4 here. The Javelinas taking a timeout. And Brian, do you think it's at that point, 23 seconds in the game, where the Javelinas have to think about, well, have to get the 3 ball?
Well, 23 seconds, still plenty of time. If I'm the Javelinas, I look for the best quality shot. If it so happens to be a 3-pointer, by all means, I'll go for it. But get a quality look, try to get it quickly, and then try again. Make this a free throw game for St. Mary's. Make them hit their free throws.
And I like the decision out of St. Mary's right here. They're applying the full court pressure. Any 5-10 seconds that you can run off by applying this pressure is precious time.
It was more or less a soft full court press.
Well, obviously, you don't want to get beat back door. That one's stripped away. It's on the floor. Jar on the floor. Bolton comes up with it. Bryce Smith with the ball now. 8 seconds. He's going to just run away, and Smith will go to the free throw line. 4.3 remaining. Bolton, the hustle play when it matters. That's about his 3rd hustle play of the game.
J.J. Bolton diving on the floor, able to get what could be the put-away possession. Smith at the line.
And Bolton, he makes those effort plays, about 3 or 4 of them every game, and they don't appear on the stat sheet any more than a steal, but at a clutch moment like this, Smith, he misses the second one. 3 seconds remaining. This one hoisted up for 3, no good, and St. Mary's able to survive with this victory. They led by 15 at one point. The margin of victory ends up being 5. St. Mary's victorious here, 60-55. Partner, an exciting game here for the Rattlers. They're able to pull back to 500 on the season. What's your overall takeaway from today's matchup?
Great way for St. Mary's to end this 3-game homestand. They started off rough on Black Friday, dropping a close one. They bounced back this past Sunday against MSU, and they conclude their first 3-game homestand of the season with an impressive victory nonetheless. At times it wasn't pretty, but St. Mary's able to put away the victory. The final statistics, Marvin Witt leading all scores with 13 for St. Mary's, to go along with an assist as well. Marvin Binney, terrific game, fouled out, however, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. And as you mentioned and as you just saw, J.J. Bolton with the game-winning play, diving on the loose ball to conclude matters as St. Mary's moves to 3-3 on the year.
Yeah, for me, the Rattlers did a way better job on the boards in that second half. They fixed a lot of their problems. They shored up the offense, fixed the turnovers. They did a good job of not allowing as many offensive rebounds. And in my opinion, the reason why they walked away with the victory here today, 60-55. Once again, the margin of victory for the Rattlers. Remind you, Rattler fans, we'll be back in action. That'll be on Thursday. This time, it'll be the ladies taking on the Texas A&M University Kingsville Javelinas. Wrapping things up, I'm Joe Rodriguez for Brian Magluyuan, and for all of the Rattler Network, take care, everyone.